In the parable of the blind men and the elephant, several blind men encounter an elephant for the first time and attempt to describe what they perceive. Each man touches a different part of the elephant, the trunk, the legs, the ears, and based on their limited perspective, they form vastly different interpretations of the animal. This is how we think in our day-to-day life, but there's a fourth dimension of reality that most people fail to see. Our understanding of reality is shaped by our perception, which is limited by our mind. However, by thinking in 4 dimensions, we can transcend these limitations and gain a deeper understanding of the connected nature of existence. While this might seem like it came out of a science fiction novel, it is a well-studied principle of spirituality and metaphysics. But before we take in this increased awareness of reality, our minds must be completely prepared. If we don't do that, we'll never be able to appreciate the universe's truths at face value. We might even block ourselves from seeing the world as it is. How do we truly start thinking in 4 dimensions? Your mind's eye. In various spiritual traditions and belief systems, there is an acknowledgement of the existence of multiple dimensions beyond the physical realm. In Hinduism, for example, there is a belief in the concept of lokas, or realms, which encompass different levels of existence inhabited by gods, demigods, and other celestial beings. Similarly, in the teachings of Kabbalah, there is an exploration of the tree of life, a symbolic representation of the interconnectedness of the spiritual and physical worlds. You have the power to see the world as it is, in 4 dimensions. In this heightened state of awareness, your reality shifts, revealing previously hidden levels of thinking and feeling. Think this way, and your understanding of reality expands, allowing you to look at the connections of all things and the infinite possibilities beyond space and time. But the simple act of visualizing all of these things may appear daunting to many. Yet consider this. Every thought, dream, or gut feeling we experience generates a vivid image in our minds. It's a natural process we often overlook. In our daily lives, our minds are flooded with a constant stream of thoughts, dreams, and hunches, each accompanied by its visual representation. To deconstruct these, we need to learn a long-kept principle understood by our ancestors a long time ago. The heart desires and the mind creates. By imagining our desired outcomes in 4 dimensions, we can program our subconscious mind to align with our intentions and take inspired action toward their realization. Higher dimensions. To grasp the concept of the 4th dimension more fully, we can draw inspiration from the insights of modern physics, particularly the theory of relativity and quantum mechanics. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time and space are closely linked, forming a 4-dimensional concept known as space-time. Here, the passage of time is not absolute, but varies depending on the observer's frame of reference, leading to effects like time dilation and relativity. Interestingly, while the 4th dimension transcends the limits of linear time, it also holds the key to unlocking our full potential in the present moment. Similarly, quantum mechanics introduces the idea of entanglement, where particles become interconnected in such a way that their properties are correlated regardless of the distance between them. This phenomenon suggests the existence of hidden dimensions beyond our ordinary perception, where the boundaries between past, present, and future blur, and connections between living beings reign supreme. That's part of what science has to say about higher dimensions, but it's only one side of the story. As we continue our exploration of higher dimensions, let us turn our attention to the wisdom of the ancient philosopher Plotinus, who lived in the 3rd century AD. Plotinus was a Greek philosopher known for his teachings on metaphysics and mysticism. He proposed the concept of the One, an ultimate reality beyond all dimensions and forms, from which everything emanates. According to Plotinus, the human soul has the potential to transcend the material world and unite with the One through reflection and spiritual practice. This confirms that the idea of higher dimensions isn't present in the realm of scientific research alone. It has deep roots in the spiritual and philosophical traditions of humanity. Throughout history, across diverse cultures and belief systems, there has been a recognition of dimensions beyond the ordinary perception of the human senses. In spiritual teachings, these higher planes of existence are inhabited by enlightened beings, divine entities, or souls on a journey of evolution and self-discovery. Norse mythology incorporates this with its concept of Yggdrasil, the world tree and axis connecting the 9 realms. For example, Helheim, the realm of the dead, can be seen as a metaphor for the journey of the soul after physical death. Similarly, Niflheim, the realm of ice and mist, can be interpreted as a symbol of the unconscious mind or the depths of the psyche. Just as Niflheim lies beneath the roots of Yggdrasil, the unconscious mind lies beneath the surface of conscious awareness, containing hidden depths and primordial forces waiting to be explored. Incorporating the ideas behind these dimensions, as explored by the Norse, but also by other belief systems, people can tap into the wisdom of higher dimensions. Exploring higher dimensions from both a scientific and spiritual perspective gives us a diverse understanding of reality that transcends the limitations of our everyday experience. But what better way to think in 4 dimensions than by experiencing them for yourself, even if briefly? Shamans from ancestral times have long ventured to higher dimensions as training for their minds. Through recurring spiritual visions and trips to these dimensions, they've adapted their frame of mind to always think in 4 dimensions, thus shifting their perception of reality. So how do we do as they've done and train our minds to reach higher dimensions? Reaching higher dimensions. Native Americans called these vision quests, although African tribes and Austrian Aboriginals have performed rituals similar to these with the same goal in mind, preparing their mind for thinking in 4 dimensions. These quests typically involve a period of solitude and fasting in a natural setting, such as a remote wilderness area or sacred site. During this time, individuals seek to connect with the spiritual realm and receive guidance, insight, or a vision that will help them navigate their lives and fulfill their purpose. It is believed that by immersing oneself in nature and withdrawing from the distractions of everyday life, one can open oneself up to the wisdom of the universe and receive messages from the divine. Once in solitude, individuals may engage in activities such as fasting, meditation, or communing with nature to deepen their connection to the divine realm. The vision quest is not undertaken lightly, as it requires courage, determination, and a willingness to confront one's fears and limitations. It is seen as a sacred journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening, where individuals confront their innermost selves and gain clarity about their purpose and path in life. After completing the vision quest, participants often return to their community with newfound wisdom, strength, and a deeper connection to the divine. They may share their visions and insights with their community and incorporate them into their lives as they move forward on their spiritual journey. Embarking on one of these spiritual quests symbolizes the seeker's commitment to delve deep into the mysteries of their soul and the cosmos. It represents a willingness to step outside of the familiar confines of everyday life and venture into the unknown realms of the spiritual plane. Through the guidance of ancestral wisdom, cosmic forces, and spiritual teachings, they are encouraged to embark on their inner journey of self-discovery and transformation. The challenges and hardships encountered during a vision quest mirror the obstacles and trials that spiritual seekers may face on their path toward enlightenment. Just as the vision quest requires courage, resilience, and perseverance, so too does the spiritual journey demand unwavering commitment and dedication. Now that we know that in spiritual traditions, the concept of the 4th dimension often refers to higher states of consciousness or expanded awareness, we have an idea of where to go. We want to transcend the limits of the egoic mind, and for that, we must understand the basis of ego, the system that keeps us stuck where we are. The limits of the egoic mind. At its core, the ego operates as a psychological construct that forms our sense of self. It helps us know that we're separate from others, so it's necessary to ensure our survival. But at the same time, Our ego imposes limitations that slow down or outright prevent our spiritual evolution. One of the main limitations of the egoic mind is its tendency to reinforce dualistic thinking, dividing reality into two opposites such as good and bad, right and wrong, self and other. This black and white thinking can lead to narrow-mindedness and judgment, preventing us from seeing how everything is connected. The egoic mind also tends to cling to familiar patterns and beliefs, resisting change and growth out of fear of the unknown. This resistance to change can keep us stuck in outdated modes of thinking and behavior, preventing us from embracing new possibilities and expanding our horizons. Ego, by nature, operates on linear time, making us focus on the past, that which already happened, and on the future, that which hasn't happened yet. It robs us of the present moment by distracting us with thoughts on things we cannot change or affect. From a spiritual perspective, the egoic mind is characterized by a sense of separation and disconnection from the underlying unity of existence. This illusion of separateness breeds feelings of loneliness, which blinds us from the universe's beauty. To make things worse, the ego focuses on the physical form, seeking validation through appearances, possessions, achievements, and social status. Instead of finding joy and contentment within ourselves, we seek validation from external sources, whether it be material possessions, social approval, or success in our endeavors. However, this fixation blinds us to the deeper truths of existence and perpetuates a cycle of unhappiness. In many spiritual traditions, such as Buddhism, Hinduism, and Taoism, attachment is viewed as the root cause of suffering. The Buddha taught that attachment leads to craving, aversion, and ignorance, which ultimately result in suffering. In the parable of the Golden Buddha, for example, there is a story of a village that discovers a golden statue of the Buddha buried beneath layers of mud and dirt. Over time, the villagers become attached to the physical form of the statue and cover it with layers of clay and plaster to protect it from thieves. However, when a monk suggests that they remove the layers to reveal the true beauty of the Golden Buddha, they resist, fearing that they will lose their prized possession. It is only when they finally uncover the statue that they realize the true value of the Golden Buddha, which far exceeds its material form. Similarly, in Hindu philosophy, the concept of Maya refers to the illusory nature of the material world and the attachments that bind us to it. Another limit of our egoic mind is its emotional attachment. Emotions come and go, but the egoic mind makes us believe that they are permanent traits of our character, confusing our identity. For instance, if someone experiences a moment of jealousy, the ego may interpret it as a permanent flaw in their character, leading to feelings of shame. But the same happens with positive emotions. Moments of joy or success may inflate the ego, reinforcing the belief that one's worth is tied to external achievements or circumstances. It's only when we transcend the ego and develop higher states of consciousness that we can overcome these limitations. This process of letting go requires courage, humility, and trust in the inherent wisdom of the universe. As we release attachment and embrace the infinite possibilities of existence, we open ourselves to a higher dimension of consciousness where true freedom, fulfillment, and joy await. Then we'll tap into the boundless potential of our true nature and understand how everything is connected. What better way to let go of this system than by focusing on the present? Discover now the power of mindfulness, which helps you understand the underlying patterns of your thoughts and actions, recognizing the habitual tendencies of the egoic mind. By observing these patterns from a fourth-dimensional perspective, we gain insight into their root causes and implications, empowering us to make conscious choices and break free from conditioned behaviors. In addition to meditation and mindfulness, self-inquiry is another powerful technique for accessing higher consciousness. Self-inquiry involves questioning our beliefs, assumptions, and perceptions to uncover deeper truths about ourselves and the nature of reality. By examining our thoughts and beliefs with curiosity and openness, we can transcend the limitations of the egoic mind and expand our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Now that we've escaped the limits of our minds, we have reached the chamber of timelessness. Our mind is getting used to thinking in 4 dimensions, but still needs to be honed. This is how we do it. Timelessness and eternity. The natural rhythms of the universe, reflected in the cycles of nature and the cosmos, mirror the larger patterns of existence. Just as the seasons follow a cyclical pattern of birth, growth, decay and renewal, so too do the cycles of life unfold in a continuous loop of creation, destruction and regeneration. This cyclical view of time invites us to acknowledge the eternal recurrence of patterns and themes throughout our lives and the world around us. It suggests that every ending is also a new beginning, and that the cycles of life and death are integral parts of the larger cosmic dance of creation and renewal. In spiritual terms, thinking in 4 dimensions entails embarking on an inner journey, a sacred pilgrimage of self-discovery and expanded consciousness. Unlike science, which seeks answers about the universe in outer space, spirituality delves inward, exploring the depths of our being. This inner journey transcends the boundaries of the physical world, guiding us through our thoughts, emotions and soul to awaken to the fullness of our potential and the interconnectedness of all life. This timeless realm is linked with higher dimensions or states of consciousness, where past, present and future converge into a single eternal moment. It offers hope in the face of life's impermanence, reminding us that our true essence is eternal and unchanging. Various practices support this inner journey, with meditation being a cornerstone. In a quiet and comfortable space, one can sit with a straight back and closed eyes, focusing on deep breaths. Starting with short sessions and gradually increasing duration, meditation allows access to deeper states of awareness and connection with inner guidance. So let's give it a try so you can prepare your mind and body for reaching higher dimensions. Relaxing your body is a crucial step in the meditation process. Start by releasing any tension you may be holding, beginning from your head and slowly working down to your toes. Allow your attention to shift to your breath, noticing its natural rhythm as it flows in and out of your body. As thoughts arise in your mind, simply observe them without judgment and gently guide your focus back to your breath. With each moment of distraction, gently bring your awareness back to the present moment. You may experience moments of stillness and peace emerging within you. Allow yourself to rest in this stillness, releasing the need to accomplish or achieve anything and simply being present in the moment. Additionally, engaging in self-reflection and introspection can help to identify and release any emotional blockages that may be hindering spiritual growth. This process may involve journaling, therapy, or other forms of inner exploration to uncover and heal past traumas or unresolved issues. By staying grounded in the present moment and cultivating awareness of thoughts, feelings, and sensations, you can begin to develop a deeper connection to your inner self and the world around you. Seeking out guidance from spiritual teachers, mentors, or guides can also help you get on the right path to higher dimensions, as also can surrounding yourself with supportive communities and like-minded individuals can provide encouragement and inspiration as you navigate your spiritual journey. Embrace the unknown with an open heart and mind, trusting in the process of transformation and surrendering to the guidance of higher forces. Through dedication, practice, and an unwavering commitment to inner growth, you can prepare yourself to reach higher dimensions and experience the expansiveness of consciousness beyond the physical realm. Now that we've reached the 4th dimension, we're able to grasp the idea of infinity in the 4th dimension. In Western philosophy, previously mentioned thinkers such as Plato and Plotinus grappled with the concept of the infinite, envisioning it as the realm of pure forms or the one from which all existence emanates. Their insights into the transcendent nature of reality continue to inspire seekers of truth and wisdom to this day, encouraging us to look beyond the material world and explore the depths of our consciousness. The story of the cave in Plato's Republic serves as a powerful metaphor for the journey from ignorance to enlightenment, inviting us to break free from the confines of our limited perceptions and discover the true nature of reality. As we embark on this journey of exploration and discovery, let us open our minds to the possibility of thinking beyond the confines of three-dimensional space and time. Embrace the notion that reality is far more expansive and dynamic than we can imagine, and that by expanding our consciousness to encompass the fourth dimension, we can unlock the secrets of the universe and uncover the true nature of our existence. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.